Now, defense counsel on cross-examination or on direct examination had asked you about sometimes people don't tell you the truth when you're seeing them, right?
That is correct.
And that just doesn't apply to women, it applies to men as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
Now, when you were seeing Julie Jensen, this was pretty much what's all about Julie, right? What's wrong with Julie, right?
She was the primary patient.
Yes, and you were diagnosing what's wrong with Julie, right?
Yes.
Would you agree that a fair number of the women you see, the problem with that the women are experiencing is not the woman, it's the jerk they're married to?
Judge, I would object as argumentative.
I like that question. And I'm not making any statement. Don't take my position, but go ahead and ask the question.
So does that mean the objection was overruled, Your Honor?
It's overruled.
Okay. So I'd request the question be read back to him.
Would you agree that a fair number of the women you see, the problem that women are experiencing is not the woman, it's the jerk they are married to?
I would have to say, with all respect, when you add the word jerk in there, it has a connotation that I would say it would decrease the accuracy of the question being in an answer.
Oh, because I described the... So you don't think that you've seen any women who are married to jerks?
I don't believe I said that. I have seen those.
Well, I'm asking you the question. When you've seen these women who've been married to jerks, was that a big part of the problem these women were experiencing?
It's very possible there's a high degree of problem.
Yeah. Now, in this case, Julie Jensen was married to a man who thought that she was paying too much attention to her 8-month-old baby. Isn't that true?
Yes.
She wasn't paying enough attention to him. She was paying too much attention to her 8-month-old baby, right?
There were changes in the situation due to the baby coming into the relationship, and obviously they would have to dilute the relationship between the two of them so that it's a possibility that the relationship was diluted. But
Diluted? I'm not talking about a diluted relationship. I'm talking about a man complaining that his wife is spending too much time on the baby and not enough time on him. That's what I'm asking about. That's what Mark Jensen complained about, right? She was too focused on the baby.
yes,
Do you think it's appropriate that a mother should be focused on her 8-month-old baby?
yes,
Maybe less focused on her adult man, a husband who's supposed to be able to take care of himself?
yes. I think that is true, but it enters in. It's not something that could be answered in a simple statement, one question.
Your Honor, objection. This is non-responsive. Beyond the word yes, I believe that is true.
He's trying to answer it, so let him finish it, and we'll go to the next question. Go ahead and finish your answer.
Many times things are not so black and white in the sense that, obviously, as I discussed earlier in testimony, adding a child to the family changes the atmosphere and dynamics of the family. And then one has to go deeper into looking at what the family of origins, the perception of what a role a father is, what a role a mother is, and possibly also it's a complicated situation, what the stress factor is in terms of adding this. Is it a financial stress? Is it a time stretch? Or are there some possibly other issues that come in that was one of the parents not really wanting to be a parent but did it to please the other parent? So it's hard for me as a behavioral person to answer the question in a yes or no. It's much like, did you stop beating your wife? Yes or no. It could be a no, not representing anything. But
Your Honor, I object to all of this. This is non-responsive. I want him to answer my questions and not just give us a great big long lecture about things I didn't even ask him about. I'd request you instruct the witness to answer my question.
Ask another question. Let's move on.